film. I went on this big crazy rant last night about the ZR1 and how excited I was. I wake up this morning to find Doug DeMiro posted a video, and it got me even more excited. I felt like some of my numbers weren't as accurate as they should be. So we're going to make a new video. So what do we know? Curb weight is 3650, I believe, pounds, which is pretty light. It's about, I think, a few pounds lighter than this car. 755 horse, 715 foot-pounds of torque. GM built their own supercharger. They, I guess, couldn't find one that met the dimensions and put the power out that they wanted out of the car, so they built their own. It is 51% larger than the Z06. The Z06 is a 1.8 liter, so it's probably like a 2.6, give or take, based on very simple math. I'm sure accurate numbers aren't that necessary. It has a lot of carbon fiber. All the vents, the front wing, the back wing, it's all carbon fiber. It looks like they put lighter rims on it. They just went over the top. I wasn't that excited about the ZR1. The spy shots looked okay. My problem with GM is sometimes they don't deliver. And I guess that's really been a big thing for me. And it's like, how do you get super hyped when they're not a company that delivers every time? And this car, they seem like they have over-delivered. 0 to 60 time is 2.7 seconds. The top speed is 210 miles per hour. I mean, those numbers alone are just monstrous. The rear wing is not affixed to the deck lid. Apparently, during some testing, they lost the deck lid because the downforce is so great that it will actually break the car. I thought that was an interesting statement. How can the downforce be so great that it will actually break the car, right? You think about it, you're like, well, this stuff's pretty sturdy and it's pretty well attached in multiple points, and the downforce pushing down on it, you would think it would just sit itself in place and be good to go. So the wing apparently puts 950. What the fuck is this? People. So 950 foot-pounds of pressure at whatever speed. It's probably like 160 miles per hour or something, or 200 miles per hour, which is just monstrous. That is over 3 times what the ZL1 1LE wing puts out, which now makes sense to me why they had to bolt it to the car and actually mount it to the subframe. You see it's bolted to the rear end of the car, but there's another set of supports that go down lower to the subframe to provide enough support and strength that they don't lose it off the back of the car. Mental. Absolutely mental. One thing they did I thought was interesting, and I'm curious to see the drive reviews, because I don't think, oh, excuse me, this cold is killing me. I don't think I'm going to get an invite by GM out to drive them. Although I'm more than welcome, or willing here, GM, hint hint. They put the 8-speed transmission in it, and it says 8-speed on the shift knob, and I mean the interior of the car just looks absolutely splendid. But they put the 8-speed in. I thought for sure they were doing the 10-speed. I thought they were developing the 10-speed for this car. They put it in the Camaro because, you know, it's a step up over this 8-speed. But they were developing it for higher horsepower cars, and then they just beef up the 8-speed a little bit and put it in it. So that was interesting. I feel like, and I talked to some of the Camaro guys, and they suggested that it must be because it didn't fit. They're probably right. It probably didn't fit, and rather than redesign the whole car, they just tweaked the transmission to handle the horsepower. That tells me a few things. It tells me that this is a very confident transmission. It tells me that my transmission in my car does not get enough credit. When people don't even do the speed limit. It's not even 80 years old. I don't get it. So, it sets a few things straight, I guess. The exhaust clip of it revving up, the car sounds spectacular. My favorite thing that they did was they kept it 110% American. It is the first American car that throttled up that I didn't get the thought, oh, it sounds very European, very sophisticated. It didn't. It sounded very masculine and very no F's given. It was just full tilt, full transmission, engine, everything. Now, design, they did a few things that I absolutely love. There's an absolute minimum amount of badging. Minimum. ZR1 on the back, dead center, nice and large and outlined, looks spectacular. On the hood on either side, and they put a shaker hood in it. Now, a lot of people are calling it a donut hood, or specifically Doug DeMiro, because I watched his video, but it is a shaker hood. I mean, to me, a lot of the Dodges, they have shaker hoods, and I think it's really cool. I don't like on the Dodges how the piece that shakes looks like a stick-on vent from Canadian Tire. It doesn't fit the car. You got this big giant hood and this little tiny piece that moves. Whereas on the new ZR1, it's huge. It's massive. Most of it is moving, which to me is just spot on. That is a key defining point of this car, like the clear window was in the previous one, and they basically said, screw the window, we're just going to make the whole damn thing shake. Well, again, you're adding to an experience that is already pretty drastic. And because it has such a tall hood line in the middle, and I don't know if you guys have driven the C7, but when you sit in it, it's like driving down like a waterway almost. Like the side fenders come way up, and you've got a pretty prominent hunch in the middle. And that was just a Stingray. You add the supercharger and you bump it that much more in the middle, then you shake that piece. I mean, you're going to get quite the visual, period. It's going to be another defining part. Something else I love that they're doing is it seems like it's not going to be an ultra rare limited edition car, which is going to help keep prices down. They're offering two basic packages on it, so they have more of like a street pack without as much carbon fiber, without the big wing, more or less just, oh, I destroyed that Squirrel. Well, you guys just witnessed the first time I ever killed an animal on the roads. That was it. Ew. Ugh. Thought of it. Again, finding that dead mice was bad. At least I don't have to clean that one up, I guess. Ugh. So, they have the street version without all the crazy stuff, then they have the crazy stuff in the TKZ Performance Pack or whatever, which is nice. I would get it without all the carbon fiber, I would get it without the wing and all that. I would keep it fairly simple, which is hard to say for a 755 horsepower, obnoxiously high performance car. I love the new front end. I think the new colors are amazing. I think the dark metallic gray with the blue calipers, like, it sings to me. The design of the car just sings to me. The side profile of it is spectacular. The way the grille is cut way back in, awesome. The fact that they didn't make it for Europe, it is an American-only car, so that they don't have to meet European emission standards, is amazing. Absolutely amazing. It's like they're finally understanding what all the hype is about the Demon and about all of these very rare but extreme cars. Is, you know, having the ultimate American monster is a big deal. It's a very big deal. Oh yeah, baby. A lot of sidewall roll, because, I mean, winter tires, but damn, this thing knows how to get down. So it just is. They just said, screw it. We're not going to mess around with this, and we're not going to do that. We're not going to do the other. We're just going to build the car we want to build, sell it where we could sell it, and that's the end of it. Simple. Give the enthusiasts, give the fans, give all these exotic car owners and everybody that buys the McLarens and all that, give them something to really think about. If you're going to go drop $200,000 on a car and it gets beat by a $150,000 Corvette, I mean, what are you trying to achieve here? Right? I mean, it makes sense to me. As a Camaro or Corvette fan of 25 years, since I was 3, I am very excited about the product that they are producing and their new direction with it, and how extreme it is and how drivable it still is. I think it's awesome. They did not put the multi-spool valve dampeners in like the ZR1 1LE, which I think is the right decision. From what I hear, that car is very rough and not daily friendly. Well, I mean, you're buying these cars for what they are. You want to be able to have the flexibility, especially when the Z06 and the Stingray come with Mag-Ride, and the Mag-Ride is fantastic. I love it. So they're keeping the best of everything and just giving you a little bit more of everything else that you didn't even know you wanted or needed. More low-end torque makes the launch harder, makes daily driving. I get up to, let's say, 2,500, 3,000 RPMs on most daily driving like I am now. And to have more torque in that range, that's where you want it. You want it when you actually get to enjoy it. Top end, I mean, you're seeing numbers that don't make sense and speeds that don't make sense. You're accelerating at rates that don't make sense. So let's just give you something for that daily little get about and make a Z06 feel sluggish, because, you know, why the hell not? It is what it is. I'm just so excited. I'm so happy that the car came out and is every bit the car I wanted, without being every bit, I don't know, I guess cheesy or toned down, or, you know, the European market needs this, so we just did it. Because selling a few more cars to Europe is more important than building the ultimate Corvette that just shuts down everybody. Because hell yeah. Excited. Until next time, take care, drive safe, behave as always. It's a great day to be a car fan. Adios, everybody.